just want to add something brief to that, which is, Des said common sense casting, and I, in my career, was very aware of non-traditional casting. Then everyone was calling it colorblind casting, and a phrase that's being bandied around now is color conscious, which is helpful to me because what it means, I did a production of The Tempest at Steppenwolf where Frank Galati played Prospero and an African-American woman, Alana Arenas, played Miranda. And we got a lot of mail about that too. I cast what I thought was, it actually never occurred to me to think about it. They're ensemble members, they were the actors that were right for it. But I realized after that what I really needed to do was be aware that you can't, it would be great if one day we were colorblind, and we are a color too, so, all of us colorblind, but it's not the case at the moment. So I have tried to proceed in my work with just, an awareness of how to read all dynamics and representations in rooms and to pay attention to it to the best of my ability and my heart.
I also, when I was directing Clybourne Park, very much a play about racism in the US, about race and real estate, power dynamics, and sort of zero-sum games of neighborhood real estate. I really wanted someone, as a white woman, a play written by a white man, wanted someone on the creative team to be African American. And I had, I really felt that, because, and Des has now used this great phrase, eternal present, long before casting, I am collaborating, with my designers, with my playwright, and I really wanted someone in the room, in those early rooms, those smaller rooms, to be able to educate me. So I had worked recently with Alan Lee Hughes at Arena Stage. She's a long-term Arena Stage company member, if there is such a thing. And he's a lighting designer, wonderful lighting designer, teaches at NYU. And so this didn't come out of like, I must find person of color who designs. This came out of, I want to continue a good collaborative working relationship. But because this play was about that, I really wanted someone in the room who could ask questions, or I could ask questions of, or just try to keep me honest. And I think that's really important.
I just want to jump in and say, I have found sometimes in the topic of diversity, we leave out the issue of women in the theater. And I think it's striking on this panel, we all noted it in the green room, that there are 4 women out of the 5 directors, which is remarkable. But as Kathleen was quick to say, this does not represent what goes on Broadway, this percentage. So I think it's important to note that women are underrepresented in leadership positions on Broadway, especially in big Broadway musicals. The number of women that are leading regional theaters in America is staying at the 20% range, and it hasn't changed in about 20 years. So this is a reality, and I think, when I was asked many, many times about Waitress and what that milestone was, I really felt that, as we've said here, I think eternal present and the idea of bringing in the room all the voices, I think all of us in the theater are dedicated to reflecting the world we live in. This is the 21st century. We live in a century where there are women, people of color at the top of their fields in all these areas. And as we look at the effort to find that talent, I just want to quote this incredible woman who works at Harvard, Lisa Coleman. She's the head of diversity and inclusion for Harvard University. And many aspects of university life is looking at how do we diversify. I can't find that talent. And she always says, look harder. And I just think this idea that we need to do that reflection, and they exist. The reason why there were women in every role in Waitress, choreographer, book, composing, musical supervision. That's because those women are at the top of the field, and they were the best person for the job. So that's the attitude I take, but we have to, even looking for the best talent, I think we have to simultaneously, especially in this political moment we're living in, acknowledge that we have to embrace voices that are marginalized, that are discriminated against, and make an active effort to bring them to the table. So